Today we are once again back here on Madden 26 to rebuild the new look Denver Broncos. The Broncos didn't change too much. Obviously, this team was just in the AFC Championship, didn't have Bo Nix there. Could have been a different story if they did, but they did acquire Jalen Waddle as their biggest addition this offseason. But before we get into today's video, YouTube does tell me about 83% of the people that watch these videos aren't actually subscribed. So if you do follow that, want to change that as we're on the road to 20,000 subs, that'd be greatly appreciated. So the Denver Broncos were obviously amazing last year, and they got all the way to the AFC Championship game, and then it was revealed that Bo Nix had broken his ankle in the game against the Buffalo Bills, and unfortunately he was not able to play in the AFC Championship game, where Jarrett Stidham basically made a massive mistake by giving the Patriots a defensive touchdown. And that's basically what the difference was of that game. It wasn't a very good one, wasn't high scoring at all. If Bo Nix was playing, in theory, you could convince yourself that, yeah, the Broncos would have been in the Super Bowl more than likely. Now, would the Seahawks have beaten them? Maybe. Probably. The Seahawks were really damn good last year, and they're probably going to be good again. But regardless of all that, obviously their biggest addition, like I said, they didn't change too much, but Jalen Waddle obviously is a great get. They trade for him. They trade their first round pick to get Jalen Waddle. And now he's going to be a new weapon for Bo Nix to utilize. And I think this is a great thing that the Broncos have finally done that. They've always had Courtland Sutton, and outside of that, they've always had decent wide receivers, but never like, Judy was supposed to be something. He never really turned anything great in Denver. Obviously had a great season in Cleveland. People still don't really like him very much. But yeah, Jalen Waddle should be an amazing addition to this offense. So let's go ahead and get into the regular season and then simulate year number one and just see what Madden thinks of this team. I'm assuming we'll be a playoff team. I'm not going to touch the schemes, the playbooks, or anything. I just want to see what Madden thinks of this Broncos team. If we'll be back in the playoffs, we should be in theory. But let's see what Madden thinks. Well, the experiment for year one has been a failure as we finish up at 6-11 and miss out on the playoffs entirely. So that obviously isn't a good thing. And that was without me touching the schemes of the playbook. Offensively, we're 26th in the NFL. And then defensively, 9th in the NFL. So I simply just wanted to see how good we'd be. And we weren't good at all, unfortunately. 30-15. From Bo Nix, had 700 yards, 7 touchdowns from RJ Harvey. Troy Franklin had himself a damn good season with 15 touchdowns, 100 yards, but Waddle didn't do too much and played all 17. Sutton with 1,000 yards. So yeah, pretty disappointing season for the most part all around. 11 sacks from Zach Allen at least, 8 and then 7.5. And then you did have 4 picks from Hufanga, but yeah, basically not really where you want to be if you're the Broncos. So let's go and get in the offseason and continue to address what the problems are, even though this team should have been a playoff team, but we'll try to fix that this offseason. So Eric Armstead and the Jaguars went on to the Super Bowl. They won 41-10 over the Giants, and Armstead gets Super Bowl MVP. Mahomes gets MVP. Ben Johnson is your coach of the year. Rasheed Rice is your offensive player. Myles Garrett's your depoy. And then it was Bernard and Ruben Bain who are your rookies of the year. So very interesting. We have about $48 million to work with in free agency. So let's see who is always free agent for us. So Marvin Mims, Brandon Jones, Riley Moss, who's up to Superstar Dev, McMillan, Drew Sanders, McLaughlin, Skinner, Forsyth. Okay, so I think we got to start with the decision between Riley Moss and Jaquan McMillan. I think it's a pretty easy one. Both the same age, but one of them is Superstar Dev, and Riley Moss is taller as well. So yeah, I think we try to bring back Riley Moss over McMillan. I think that's probably the best way to go about this. So let's go ahead and give him hopefully a deal that he can't refuse. And Riley Moss is re-signed. So pretty easy decision there. Marvin Mims, he has been a nice weapon for the Broncos at times, but Franklin just had a good season. Waddle's in here, Courtland Sutton. I mean, he's not that expensive, and he is a good special teams guy. So I do think bringing Mims back makes sense as well. Now, Brandon Jones, on the other hand, I think this is where we got to make like a cap saving thing. Because I know Bo Nix, for whatever reason, always leaves in free agency. So I'm kind of, well, in this simulation, I should say. Or this specific file I'm using. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to save as much money as possible here. I'm going to let Brandon Jones go at the age of 29. So $32 million to work with. We'll go see if there's any free agents to go after. I don't think there will be. I think we'll prioritize the draft. So this is what, and we might have lost Garrett Bowles to retirement, which we did. So we do need a new left tackle. But Troy Franklin's up to star dev. So the offense, other than maybe Evan Ingram, you would like to get a new tight end probably. Which, in fact, is Evan Ingram someone we could release for a decent amount of cap savings? Probably could if I had to guess. No, not really. Never mind. So I do want to get a new tight end, though, at some point. So Harvey and Dobbins, I feel fine with. Sutton, Waddle, Pat Bryant, the second, Marvin Mims. So, yeah, a lot of depth at wide receiver now. Do need a left tackle. That's going to be important. And defensively, we need a new free safety and probably need to bring in a new D tackle as well, and maybe you could get a new linebacker somewhere. So definitely a few needs and not a lot of money to work with, but let's go see if one of those needs could be addressed in free agency. So there actually is quite a bit of good free agents, but I'm just going to settle for DeMario Overshown here just to be the one get we grab, because I do think he could be a damn good offensive player if healthy. So we're going to bring him in, and hopefully he'll be our brand new, really good Mike linebacker going forward. So yeah, hopefully he'll be solid, but we'll see. So we're still in the draft, drafting free safety, D tackle, left tackle, and then maybe tight end in the 4th round or something. So let's head to the draft with our $23 million in cap space, and let's see what we can accomplish. I believe we have all of our draft picks. I could be mistaken by thinking that, but I guess we'll find out. So we do, in fact, have all of our draft picks, and there is a decision to be made here. Do I want Justin Scott on the D-line, or do I want Anthony Knapp to replace Garrett Bowles? Very tough decision to come up with. I actually don't know which way I want to go with this. I mean, D tackles, I'm pretty sure there's not a ton. I mean, we do have D tackles, don't get me wrong, but as far as like getting another one that might be, maybe we can settle on our Maris Washington in the 2nd round. Let's see what left tackles we have, because this is kind of, I kind of want to be able to walk away with both if we can. Caden Green is an option as well. I think I'm going to take Anthony Knapp, because that is definitely our biggest weakness right now. Free safety is, you know, a big weakness as well. But Anthony Knapp to replace Bowles, be our franchise left tackle to protect Bo Nix. I think we do that at pick 7 and feel good about it. Hopefully one of those D tackle prospects we're looking at maybe fall this far. We'll have to see. Coy Purich would have been definitely a great pick as well, but he is not on the board anymore. He just went. D tackles, McKinley is still here. Dindy, James Smith, and Brown. So McKinley, though, actually could be an option for us, and I think that's probably what we're going to go with here in round 2. So Dominic McKinley, welcome to the Broncos. 43 in true value, got him at 39. So we addressed the trenches. Now it's time to hopefully address free safety and tight end if possible, especially free safety after letting Brandon Jones go. So at free safety, we do have Schuler on the board. Probably could take him and move him to free safety if needed, if we don't see anybody here that we like. So Farrell at Indiana, run support, but let's see what Schuler, or is that Keon Sabb twice? I mean, he was drafted earlier. He must be in this draft class twice on accident, so probably won't take him then. Okay, so Schuler, Brooks, and Peyton Bowen. So Schuler is an option. What does Brooks look like? Let's see. So Dalton Brooks, Texas A&M, 6 foot, B, head power, C, man cover, C tackle. I feel like I've drafted Schuler before. I don't think I've really drafted Dalton Brooks in the past. So I'm going to take Dalton Brooks here in round 3. 59 true value, got him at 71. So far, pretty good stuff. Now, can we end this off with a good pick in round 4? Going to be looking at tight end, but we'll see if there is a tight end that can be taken here. There is one, Lawson Lucky on the board, who is a vertical threat. Probably where we go with this, if I had to guess. A deep route, B run block, great speed, elite jumping, strength is great. I think we take him. I think we need a replacement to Evan Ingram. 172 true value, got him at 103. Makes 50-50 ball, looks like 80-20. Intermediate route running, is inconsistent, reliable pass catcher. But yep, very happy with that. So that is a pretty good draft in my opinion. Now let's go see if we can be better in year 2, because year 1 was obviously a massive disappointment. So 77 overall, 75 overall, and a 74 overall. So I do think we did, and 72, and then he still took Keon Sabb for us, funny enough. But yeah, I do think that this was a pretty good draft, really good draft. So I think we did a good job. So maybe we needed a reset year to kind of retool things a little bit, but hopefully this year will be a playoff team. So of course we'll be moving Brooks to free safety more than likely, but Anthony Knapp plugs into this really good offensive line, and then we will move, like I said, Brooks to free safety. Keon Sabb is here, but again, I think he's in that draft class twice, I noticed. But let's see if we can move Brooks to free safety to start immediately to replace Brandon Jones, and then I'm going to look at the schemes and playbooks and all that. So this should be looking good now. Obviously, D-line looks a little bit better with McKinley added, but now the main thing is, and of course we added Overshown as well. So the playbooks last year were disappointing, to say the least. So I'm going to potentially change them this year and try to get a better sim, because last year it was disappointing. So, do we want to change it, or do we want to just hope that maybe it'll change? I'm going to just go ahead and change it, because I do think the Broncos should simulate better than what we were given in year 1. So let's go with Pittsburgh's defense. I always like running theirs for 3-4. And then offensively, while it was not the worst offense in the world, we could run like KC's or something. We could run I honestly, I kind of think Bengals playbook would be good to run with all these good receivers we have. I don't know why, because I mean RJ Harvey's not like, well, we'll see what his career looks like, but yeah, I mean, I think Cincinnati's playbook could actually be a really good one to run. So I'm going to do that. Bo Nix should be able to throw for 5,000 yards and feel really good about himself. Waddle, Sutton, Troy Franklin, they should all eat, which is good. Specialist, Troy Franklin's in the slot, which is why he went off last year. But okay, So hopefully this year things will go a lot better than last, because last year was a massive disappointment. But we're running 2 AFC North playbooks now, Pittsburgh's and Cincinnati. So hopefully year number 2, we are a playoff team, but we shall see. Well, the record did get a little bit better. 8-9 is still not what we're looking for. We cannot make the playoffs, it seems like. Bo Nix did throw for 5,000 yards, and Benito had 21 sacks. Joe Waddle had 1,500 yards, but at the end of the day, it did not seem to matter. We were just 8-9, did not make it in. So far, this simulation has not been the kindest to us, but offensively, we were top 5, which is what you'd want, obviously. And then defensively, we were bottom dwellers. So, okay. 39. Oh, my gosh. Wow. I mean, I knew Bo Nix was going to throw the ball more, but 22 interceptions kind of feels disrespectful. Okay. 455 yards to Dobbins, so I guess RJ Harvey missed a lot of... he only missed 2 games. I mean, obviously, we're not running the ball a ton, we're throwing it more, but man, not a good year at all. Maybe this isn't the playbook to be running. Sutton, 809. I mean, yeah. Well, Bo Nix did throw for 5,000 yards and all that. Bonito had a great season, so I don't think... Well, our defense didn't rank very well. Man, I don't really know where to go next with this. Okay. Well, not good. First 2 seasons have been just freaking disappointing. All right. Well, we got to keep digging for what to do next. Now, I guess the one thing I'll say is we'll once again have a decent pick, so we'll be adding more young, good players to this roster. That's already pretty good. I know Bo Nix, I believe, is a free agent this offseason. We got to bring him back. Tunsil's retiring for the Commanders. Not that really matters, but Max Crosby and the Raiders get a Super Bowl. Benito did get depoy, which is nice. Joe Burrow, Zach Taylor, MVP and Coach of the Year. Fortunately, didn't work out for us. And yeah, all right. Well, do we have any interesting retirements to look at? Let's see. So we do have Shranand and Singleton retiring. Okay. Fair enough. 61 million. I believe a lot of this is going to go to Bo Nix. So if there's anybody else sitting here as a free agent, could be really tough to bring anybody back. So yeah, Franklin, Bo Nix is here. Dobbin. No wonder why he always hits free agency. He's not even interested in coming back. So, all right. Evan Ingram went up superstar dev, funny enough, but we obviously replaced him in the draft. So I am going to re-sign Bo Nix. And if I have enough room to sign Troy Franklin, I will. But yeah, Bo Nix is a no-brainer. We got to keep our quarterback, even though he did throw 22 picks last year. Yeah, I think we're going to lose Troy Franklin, though, unfortunately. So Marvin Mims was probably a good re-sign, but Franklin can go shine somewhere else. We keep our QB, and it is what it is on that front. On the bright side, we did get Jalen Waddle to superstar dev, which is nice and all, but yeah, this is what things look like. I don't think you'll see me touch anything on offense. Defensively, we need a new will linebacker, but other than that, you probably won't see me do a whole lot. I mean, maybe, well, we'll draft well, don't get me wrong. There's going to be like plenty of room to draft, but I think if we could sign a will linebacker in free agency, that'd be the most ideal thing possible. So Trey Smith is sitting here. Nolan Smith is here. Nick Bolton, we could steal him for the Chiefs and bring him, you know, stay in the division. I think that'd be awesome, and that's my target. So let's try to get him. Let's see if we can get him. I don't know if he'll sign, though. So if we get Nick Bolton, we throw him, you know, whatever money we throw him. We'll see what he thinks about this offer. So Bolton, we are his number 1 offer, and he does not, or he does choose us. So Nick Bolton comes from the Chiefs to Denver, and we'll take that. So we'll move Nick Bolton or, you know, Overshown to will linebacker, one of them anyway. And we'll go draft. So Nick Bolton is up with a 4 morale boost. Overshown, I'll probably move Overshown to Will and keep Nick Bolton at, you know, Mike. And we'll see if next year will be better. I don't know. Should I change the playbook to something else? I don't know. We'll see. We're going to find out. We're really disappointed with the simulation we got last year, but maybe this third time will be a charm. We'll have to see. But we will go draft and have probably another good draft. So let's just take... You know, we pretty much have a starter everywhere, so we're pretty much free to draft whatever we want as far as best player available approach, no matter what here. So I'm excited. So I think I'm going to take Isaiah Gibson and feel pretty good about this. Fell all the way to pick 17 for us, so welcome to the Broncos. 44 in true value, got him at 17, so I really can't say he fell, but still adding another edge rusher to this already pretty good defense, or talented defense. We haven't really ranked well yet, but maybe next year we'll get that liberty. But all right, so we have Purchase. That'll be another edge rusher, or do we take another tight end? So we got Elijah Lofton. Great speed, jumping elite. Definitely need a new tight end with Lawson Lucky still as well. So if we can get 2 tight ends to feel good about, I think that's a good thing. So Lofton, 62 in true value. Gotta be normal dev though. So let's go to round 3 and let's see what we got here in round 3. And hopefully we can end this off with a hidden dev pick if we can find one, that is. So another edge rusher, quarterback, a wide receiver. We could take a D tackle with Green here. Won't be hidden dev, but I do like what I'm seeing, and we could use another D tackle. So I'm going to take him here, and he'll be 105 in true value. Got him at 81, but B+ value pick. So again, I think that was another solid draft. Unfortunately, you know, we just have been really bad the first 2 seasons. Maybe year 3, third time is a charm type approach. We'll see. And I got to figure out if I'm going to change the playbooks again. Probably won't. I'll probably stick with them because I think we just got unlucky. So negative $1 million after all that said and done, but at 75 overall, a 74, 72. So yeah, once again, I think we drafted pretty good. Negative 2 million, I guess we rounded up. And then we're going to have if you look at it, 87 defense, 85 offense. So get to play the Eagles in preseason week 1. That doesn't really matter necessarily, but Bo Nix, Lofton, Anthony Knapp, Marvin Mims, Pat Bryant II, Cortland Sutton still here defensively. We obviously had Isaiah Gibson as a depth piece. Nick Bolton was a nice addition to free agency. We have Jones, Surtain, Jahdae Barron, Riley Moss, Hufanga, Brooks, Keon Sabs here as well. So yeah, I feel pretty good about what I'm looking at, and the playbooks are going to remain the same. I'm just hoping that year 3 we finally get like a lucky simulation and we can at least be a 10-7 playoff team. If nothing else, just give me that. So let's get to the regular season, hope for the best, and maybe this year is the year that we can actually get the Broncos into the playoffs. I can't believe it's taken us this long. Well, I will say at the end of year 3, we got what we wanted and then some. We finished up at 15-2. Wow, I did not expect to have that good of a record after what we've dealt with today. But Bo Nix and Marvin Mims had a really good season as well. So we probably got him up to superstar dev after this season. So Bo Nix, 37 touchdowns, 5,400 yards. I'm just hoping that he didn't throw like 22 interceptions alongside that, but we'll see. I would imagine with us going 15-2, he didn't throw that many. Offensively, second in the NFL. I didn't see Bonito like a sacks leader this time, but defensively, third in the NFL. So good stuff all around. He threw 9 picks this time, so a lot better than last year. 22 compared to 9 will definitely take. You had 11 touchdowns. Yeah, the running backs have just not really been involved at all, but RJ Harvey had only 9 games played, to be fair. Marvin Mims, Cortland Sutton, Jalen Waddle all did good. Lofton was pretty solid in his rookie season. 16 touchdowns, though, with Mims. Really good season for him. Nick Bolton had 3.5 sacks. Overshown had 13. Wow. And then Nick Bonito had 14. So Cooper had 12.5, not to mention 9 and 5. So yeah, we got after opposing offenses, which is awesome. And then a lot of picks to go around as well. So very good stuff there. What about forced fumbles? We had a lot of forced fumbles. So very good season for this team in every aspect for what we've dealt with so far. So very happy about that. If you look at the playoffs, we have the Jaguars, the Texans, Ravens, Chargers, Bills, and Chiefs. So definitely some good competition here. On the other side, you got Eagles, Cowboys, classic there. Rams, Bears, they had an instant crazy matchup last year. And then Packers and Bucks. So, okay. Well, we can, just rest during wildcard weekend and see we're going to play in the divisional round. Will it be the Jags? And then, no, it will be our division rival, the Chiefs. So that should be an interesting matchup. Of course, you have Kenneth Walker, Mahomes, Rashee Rice. Gonna be interesting. Let's go ahead and jump in there and play this Chiefs team, and hopefully we can come out here with a win because we got this far and I'm not trying to lose now. We'll see what happens. So here we are on a very cloudy day here in Denver. Kansas City Chiefs, our division rival. Should be a pretty fun matchup here. They go up 3-0 to start things off. Hopefully we have a response in return. We do not. 3-0 though, and we will go score 7-3. So we score the first touchdown. They respond with their own right away though. It's 10-7, and we will have nothing, but we do get the ball at a half. They're up 17-7, so we got to score here soon. 20-7, we need to score here. We do, and we get to stop 20-14. Could we go take the lead now? No, but 8 minutes left, 20-14. From our own 46-yard line, we are in a tough spot because we are clearly down big time right now, and we definitely need to come back in this one because I did not finally get 15-2 just to lose the first time we have a playoff game. So I'm going to start off with a run to RJ Harvey, and we're going to get a nice run there, 43 yards on the day. So very good start to this drive. Might even go right back to it because I gained like a 10 and then some, although they are pressing. So maybe we throw one over the top on them. Let's see if we got one over the top on them. Nope. Can I squeeze this in? No, that was not going to be a good decision, but I didn't really see those safeties played well on those other, routes I was looking at. So, okay, let's go back to just run the football. First time it worked really well. Did we get another shot? Nope, this time not too much, but I'll take the 4 yards, 3rd and 6. Now, this could be a situation where we just kick a field goal if needed, but man, I want to pick up this first down and try to go take the lead, but because, yeah, we can make it a 3-point game, but ideally, we get a first down here and move the chain. So it looks like they'll be blitzing with linebacker. So let's see if we can get this off before he gets here. But no, we have RB wide open. That might be a touchdown. It's not, but still, Marvin Mims gets wide open. Bo Nix has thrown 2 interceptions on the day. So that's not great. But we still have a chance to take the lead here by 1 point if we can score on this possession right here. So gonna see if I can dump this to Marvin Mims and maybe he can just run it in. Let's see. He does have a shot, and yes, he is going to run this ball in. We take the lead. There we go. So Marvin Mims gets us the lead. Now we just need a stop from the defense. They score a field goal right back, so that is not the stuff we're looking for. So now I think at this point, we play a position where let's try not to give the Chiefs the ball back if we can avoid it. So let's run the football to start this drive. Gonna be a nice block. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yep, that's what I want. So we're already getting close to field goal range. Just got to the 48-yard line. So if we can just run this football and just drain this clock, that is the most ideal thing. But man, I'm gonna say it right now. They might be pressing Jalen Waddle. That might be a mistake on their part. If I can even get this freaking play off. So let's see. And I am going to get it off. I didn't mean to change the camera angle, but it still works. And we are going to have Waddle. And yeah, I felt like I had to go take that with them pressing up like that. So if we can score, we score. Now, can the Chiefs get a response, or does our defense have the stop? And no, man. Okay, this is back and forth so far. Can't seem to stop them. So, oh my gosh. I actually don't even know how to change the camera angle back. I probably should know. I just don't. I'll figure it out though. So it's not that bad though. And again, the running game has been working out, but we do only have a minute 40, so we got to be careful. All right. Again, I dare them to press up. I don't know if they're going to, but if they eventually do that, I will burn them again. And another nice run. 1st and 10. Let's try to. I think it's how to change this. Like, yeah, there we go. That's how you change it. Okay. Don't want to do that. I don't know who plays like that, but I definitely couldn't. So we have all 3 timeouts. So I'm not really in a rush here. Why does it feel like RJ Harvey's so slow getting out of his burst? But anyway, it might be tired. Who knows? Okay, well, now I think we need to start getting closer. At least we can tie this game if we get in field goal range. But you guys know I definitely want the win if we can get it and kind of avoid overtime. So 53 seconds, 2 timeouts remaining. Interesting play we have in our hands here. Let's see if we have a wide open. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. Good throw and good catch by Pat Bryant. That's what I want. So now we're at the 30-yard line. I was staring that all the way down and definitely could have backfired if it wasn't open. But we'll take it. 1st and 10. And we like what we're seeing here. I'm going to throw Sutton on a go route. See if the safeties decide to play off. They do not. Going to get rid of this, and we just get another completion. I think we can go no huddle here. I think we can afford it. 40 seconds left. Let's try to, let's see if they're ready for a slip screen. I don't think they're going to be ready for this. They're not ready for this play. Slip screen. Okay, we got a 1st down. I mean, all right, no huddle again. Let's try to use that or waste. Let's try to keep that last timeout in our back pocket. Let's see if I can get a touchdown here, maybe. Let's see. Do we have a touchdown on this play? 21 seconds left. I'm just going to take the out of bounds play. Maybe he gets out of bounds. Okay, so we stop the clock. Now we throw this towards the end zone. So I'm going to play curl flat seam. I'm going to see if they leave Lofton wide open in the corner. I'm hoping they do. Okay, so for whatever reason, my Google just started talking to me, so I had to stop there for a second. But not open. Throw this away. 3rd and 4. We might have to settle for the field goal. Was not there. All right, let's try tight end attack. This is always a nice play that a lot of people like to run. So I'm looking for you, Lofton. Let's see if you're going to be there. Gonna give him a shot. Does he there? Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. I think we settled for the field goal in that situation. Wow. What a drop. I don't even know if he would have gotten in, to be fair. They're going to ice me. But he dropped that. I think he could have rolled in, maybe. But man, what an egregious drop. I think Evan Ingram catches that. Maybe not. I don't know. But damn, bro. That is brutal. So this is going to go to OT then. Assuming we make this, obviously. And it is going to be in. And we're going to overtime. All right. Well, assuming they don't score in 6 seconds, obviously Mahomes, has done crazy things in the past, and they get a field goal. So now all we got to do is score a touchdown, and we are going to win this game. So let's see if we can get a quick one on them. I would dare them to play some press coverage on me, but they probably won't. We got the guys to burn them if they do. So we're going to start out here with some verts plays, and we're going to just hit Lofton. Maybe he'll catch this one. He does. This only gives us 3 yards, though. All right, let's try again. I'm going to just keep trying to let them try to make a mistake here if they do. I don't know. Oh, that's just... no one has a chance to catch that one. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, 4 down territory. So even if we don't convert this, but we're trying to get a one over the top. Not working out so far. Let's see if I can let's get a 1st down. Let's just move the chains. Lofton catches that one, thankfully, and we will get out of bounds. 1st and 10 at our own 50. And we will once again just keep turning this thing going very fast here. Waddle, I'm looking for you. Maybe. Instead, we'll just take Y. Can I get a spin move, Mims? 3 yards. Okay. We'll take our 3 yards. You know, positive yards is positive yards at the end of the day. So we'll take it. Now we'll go to bunch trail. This time they might leave Waddle on an island. I dare them to. They probably won't, though. He actually might still burn both these guys, though. This is a risky shot, but I think he has it. Boom. That's what we needed. Okay. We got our touchdown, and now we're moving out of here. So that game was crazy. If Lofton catches that at the goal line, he might have scored. Maybe he wouldn't have. We would have had to burn that last time out and made a crazy decision, though. The Bo Nix with 4 touchdowns. Had 2 picks, though. Mahomes had 3 as well. 3 touchdowns. 85 yards and a touchdown from Harvey. Mims had a great game. Waddle, of course, had a great game in his own right. So good stuff there. Defensively, we had 2.5 sacks for Nito. And then Jackson and Delane are the ones that picked us. But okay, we're headed to the AFC Championship game. So let's see who we're going to play in that one. Now we get to play the Baltimore Ravens at home here at Empower Field. Empower Field, Mile High. Let's see if we can come out here and win this game. 0-0 so far. And we got a 7-0 start for us. So finally get off to a fast start and we keep scoring. That's good. 14-7. And can we come out here and score again and put them away even further? 2 possession lead, but they do cut it there. But we will respond with a touchdown again. They are not going away though. 27-21, and they get a stop. They get stopped there. 6 minutes left. Go put them away here, and we do. So that's game over, and we didn't even have to jump in this time. So 21-30, we beat the Ravens. 30-21, really good stuff. And now we can go to the Super Bowl and try to actually get Bo Nix that ring that he could have gotten maybe last year if he had a shot. Again, I don't know if they would have beaten the Seahawks, but it would have been interesting. 30 touchdowns, 2 and 1 from Lamar. Not a whole lot of rushing from either side, and then Mims and Sutton had themselves some damn games. Okay, so Ra had a decent game as well, but 162 and 133. And then defensively, 2 sacks from Digazua, 2 from Zion Young, 1.5 from Hendrickson, and then 1.5 from Zach Allen. And then it was Riley Moss that got the interception. But okay, let's get the Super Bowl, and let's see who we will be playing, and hopefully we can end this one off with the victory. So it's going to be the Atlanta Falcons in the Super Bowl. It always seems like it's the Falcons lately, man. They just seem to do so well in the sim. Don't even know why, but they just do. And we get them to miss a field goal to start things off. It is tied up though, 7-7. And we're also here in Miami. Can we go score here? Nope. What about now with decent field position? There we go, 14-7. They respond right back though and tie it up. This is maybe also, not to mention Michael Penix could be on their side, on the other side, or Tua. So, quarterbacks that are familiar with each other, Penix and Bo Nix. And it's 24-17. We get a stop here. If we go score, this game would be over, and we will go put it up, and that should be it. So they do score, but it didn't matter. 24-27, and just like that, we have brought the Broncos to the Super Bowl. It was Penix on the other side, and we did win at the end of the day. So I don't know why Atlanta's been so good in the sim as of late, but good for them. That'll be where I end this one. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I will see y'all in the next rebuild. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.